Boys, I've got some crazy boom boom build for you today. If you like me and love going full blast on the monsters, you're gonna love this one. This Gunlance build is all about massive hits and huge numbers. It would be like one of the Michael Bay movie basically. This build is based on a pro player who took down Gore Magala in 1 minute and 48 seconds. He nailed it perfectly. If you know the setup and the Gore's attack moves, this build can do a lot of crazy damage, but there's also a downside. You're a little bit of a glass cannon, especially if you use corrupted mantle to boost your damage. It would drain your HP little by little and you can easily get killed by this. So remember, this build is all about executing monsters fast and go boom boom, okay? So let's start with the weapon. We are using Top G Rizzler Lawful Bosch, which is part of the Arcwell weapon tree here. In the dual slots, we go for Artillery Dual 3 for a boost to Wyvern's fire speed and plus 90 fire attack damage. This gives you some good damage and you will get it off easily too, otherwise you would just stand there and try to get the Wyvern's fire out, but it does not really come out until the monsters cancel your attack and you're gonna be sat on the ground. So this one is good. Next we add magazine/attack duo to boost the Gunlance shell capacity and reloading speed. With this, you have 3 shells in total, which is perfect for more boom boom in this build. If you don't have magazine/attack duo, feel free to use magazine iron wall or handicraft duo or something at the same level to boost your damage for replacements, because it's kinda hard to get this one. For the last duo slot we add attack to increase overall damage. Bigger numbers, bigger personality, right? This weapon has wide as a shelling type, which is crazy good for blasting enemies up close. And trust me, you want to get close with this build, at least to reposition yourself so you don't get hit that often. This weapon got a minus affinity, but honestly it doesn't really matter that much since we are going for full raw damage here against those big monsters. Very nice. Now that we got the weapon covered, let's move on to the armor set. So let's start with the helmet. For the helmet we are using Ebony Helm Beta. This bad boy comes with level 2 burst skill, and with 4 of the Ebony pieces you will get the burst boost skill set too. I'll explain exactly how it works later in the video, so keep watching. In the duo slot we got the earplug duo. This one is super helpful because it stops monsters from disrupting you with their screams while you're doing your combo. It's basically free damage for you here, since you don't have to stop your combo midway. In the chest section, we are using the Ebony Beta here. This piece gives us level 1 earplugs, so now we have level 2 earplugs in total. In the dual slot, we go for 2 ambush duels. As I mentioned it in my last video, you can always switch the ambush duels for something else that suits your playstyle more, like destroy duo for breaking part easier or defend duo to boost your survival. This is especially useful if you don't like sneaking around, but for me it is a free damage, so why not? And in multiplayer mode, ambush duos is pretty much useless here because people will just start a fight without you, unless you're in a group that start together and you are the one to start the ambush attack. For the gloves we are going for Ebony Alpha. This piece gives us level 2 burst and level 1 divine blessing, which is great for dealing damage while also adding some defense. The downside is that it doesn't have any dual slots here. Alpha pieces usually have fewer dual slots compared to beta pieces, and might be a trade-off with some skills depends on the stats. That's the main difference between them, in case you didn't know. For the waist, we go for Ebony Beta. This gives us level 1 burst. In the dual slot we have ambush and the sheath duos. You can always switch ambush for something else like I said before. The sheath duo here helps you to sheath your weapon faster, which is useful if you need to quickly set up the trap or reposition yourself. With this waist piece, we now have level 5 burst in total, plus the burst boost skill set is fully completed with all 4 pieces of Ebony armor. Burst boost 2 is a skill set that extends the duration of the burst skill, that gives you plus 10% attack while the burst is active. And with this you will do more damage basically, and the burst skill boosts your attack and element damage after you hit monster for 5 times. We have level 5 here and you will get a huge stat boost. You will get 25 attack and plus 120 element damage. I'm unsure if the number is correct here, but feel free to correct me in the comment section if you think it will boost something else, but you will get a lot of damage basically. For the boost we are using Daha Beta, which gives us level 2 Agitator skill. In the duo slot we have the earplug duo. which is the last one to complete our set here. With this, we now have level 3 earplug skill. In total, no monster scream can stop you from landing your combos now. That's no matter how loud the scream is. For the charm slot, we go for the challenger's charm here, which boosts additional 2 level of Agitator. And of course, we go for the corrupted mantle for this one as always. This mantle gives you boost attack and affinities. You'll be hitting hard, but remember that you will get killed pretty easy too. So it's a high risk, high reward setup here. So what makes this build so powerful? It's the big numbers from the weapon combined with the bonuses from like Agitator, Burst, Attack and Artillery Duo. All of these stack up and give you some serious damage. Your main damage will come from Wyvern's Fire and Wyrmstake Blast. You can do it 2 times, so that's a really good one. So be sure to keep hitting that combo. To get this combo going fast, use circle and then triangle and then follow up with circle plus triangle and then just keep spamming triangle until you see this animation. Once you're in this animation, go for Wyvern's Fire and you will stagger the enemy big time. It can be tricky to land this combo if you are not used to the enemy's movements, but here's the little tips. Switch your position to the side or behind them with moving wide sweep. This is a moveset when you press triangle after you hit the circle. This will move you forward a little bit so you can just aim where you want to go. You will be an easy target here while you're doing this combo, since you will most likely be in animation lock. You can block in between, but you cancel your combos, so position is the key here. If you manage to avoid the attack with that sweep, you're much safer after that, unless they're doing super attack that you can't avoid. And if you manage to do this, then just follow up with the rest of the combos. Your rotation here is all about this combo. Don't forget to reload after each combo. You will probably be fine if you have your cat with you, since he will tank the enemy and heal you sometimes. But don't just go full blast without paying attention on the monster's movements with this build. You can easily get killed here, especially facing the monster like Gore Magala. If you can stagger him consistently, it's going to be a tough fight, especially with the corrupted mantle on. So be sure to stagger him like a full-time job. Easy, right? With that said, now you know all about this build and you can start going boom boom on the monsters, taking them down in just a couple of minutes. I've tested this on multiple monsters even in a multiplayer, and trust me, it's a lot of fun with this build, especially when you don't have the aggro on you, so you can just do your full combo without thinking too much. You'll be blasting through monsters like a walk in the park, with Wyvern's Fire doing serious damage. I have to say, it's a 10 out of 10 build, from the guy who took down Gore Magala in 1 minute and 49 seconds. Let me know in the comment what you think about this build and what would you do to improve it. I'd love to hear more from you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see ya!